Hey there, everybody. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV, Strat Matic, 1977, Game 3 of the 77 New York Mets season. And thanks for these cards. It's going to be John Matlack versus Rick Reuschel. And we're going to start off with the Mets. It's going to be Lee Mazzilli in center field, Felix Mian, the second baseman, John Milner in left field, Dave Kingman in the cleanup spot in right field. Batting fifth and playing first base is Crane Poole Stearns, the catcher, batting sixth. Batting seventh is batting seventh is Roy Stager. Buddy Harrelson is batting eighth, and batting ninth is John Matlack. And let's do this. We got to get the right kind of dice for Strat-O-Matic. And I don't have the charts out. Where are those charts? I picked up a set of 1975 baseball cards, Topps baseball cards, representing the 1974 season. Here's let's see, I need these stats for. I'm so lucky I have so many great games here. But I need the stats for Strat-O-Matic. The charts for Strat-O-Matic, and here they are at the bottom of all my other sets of stuff. All right, got them. Beautiful. Let's do this. I need the right dice. That'll work. Two D6s will work, and I need these are double D6s. And I got one, and I got a blue one there. All right. Then, of course, I'll need a 20-sided die, which is right here in red. And that's about it. So let's start the ball game. Play ball, yells the umpire. And it's going to be, like I said, Lee Mazzilli leading off. And that is a column 3, which is off Mazzilli. Now, Reuschel and Matlack is, of course, a lefty. Reuschel is a righty. So let's move things over here so I can see both pitchers. All right, so that will be off Mazzilli. Mazzilli's card, a 3-7, and that is ball 4. So Mazzilli walks, and we'll try to see if we can get a jump. 2-7, and then it's 10-11. He gets thrown out. So let's throw 2d6. It's actually one of my favorite stolen base systems. And it is a 7, so he starts at a 15. Rick Reuschel's hold is a -2. The catcher, Mitterwald, for the Cubs is a 0. All right, so then we're looking at a -2. He's being held. So that's a -4. So that puts him at 11. I'm going to hold on that. Not going to. So next is Felix Mian. Let's look at the card a little bit here, see what happens. Felix Mian's a good hit and run guy. He's a B hit and run. So let's try a hit and run. So 2d6. And that is a 3. And 3 hit and run is going to be against a B as a single. Runners advance 2 bases. So a base hit by the vacated spot of the second baseman, Felix Mian, pokes one to the opposite field, sending Mazzilli to third base. And we got runners on first and third for the Mets. John Milner is a lefty. Power hitter, I guess you could call him for this era. And we have to roll that D20. We forgot to do that. I'm looking for a 1. Here's a pitch from Reuschel. It's a 1 against a righty and 11. Oh, that's a diamond shot. And we got that information here somewhere. A diamond for the ballpark. It is Wrigley Field. And ballpark, Wrigley Field is going to be a lefty 1-19, and that pulls out of here. And here's the, oh, nope, that's the wrong one. And that's a deep drive off the bat of John Milner. Right field. Right fielder goes back. That is Mercer, and that ball's out of here. 3-run shot for John Milner, just like that. The Mets take a 3-0 lead. Holy moly. John Milner connects. He drives in 1, 2, and 3. All right, so 3 runs for the Mets. They're up 3-0, and here comes Dave Kingman. All right, here we are in the bottom of the 3rd inning with 2 outs, and up comes Larry Bittner. Larry Bittner singled in the first. Score is 3-0 Mets, but the tying run is at the plate, and Larry Bittner, let's roll. John Matlack on the mound for the Mets. Lefty on lefty, here's a pitch, and it's a 1, so that's going to be off Bittner. Against a lefty, it's going to be a 1-4, and that is grounded to the 3rd baseman, scooped up by Stager, throw to first, and in time to retire the side. So a couple left, no runs, 1 hit, and we move to the top of the 4th inning. Score is 3-0 Mets. Leading off for the Mets is Roy Stager. Here's his card, and here's the pitch from Rick Reuschel. And that is a 5-9er, and that is going to be off Reuschel, and that is grounded to the shortstop, De Jesus. He's up with it, over to first, 1 down. Buddy Harrelson's next. And that, again, it's going to be off Reuschel. He's a switch hitter, so he'll be batting lefty. It's a 4-5, and that is chopped to the 2nd baseman. And that is Trio, waits back now, charges over to first in time. 2 up and 2 down. And here is John Matlack. Oh, his card is upside down. Works better when it's right side up. And that is a 3-11, and that is a fly ball. Center field. Right there is Morales, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down. Go to the bottom of the 4th. 3-0 Mets. We are joining the action in the bottom of the 4th inning, and with 1 out, the Cubs have the bases loaded. The Mets are up 3-0, but the Cubs are threatening here in the bottom of the 4th. It was a walk to Mercer, a walk to Morales, a strikeout, and then a single by George Mitterwald. We're going to see Trio and Reuschel here with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. And here's the pitch from John Matlack. And that's going to be off Matlack against a righty. A 6-9 is strike 3, and he gets Trio swinging. So Trio chases a Matlack fastball, and now it's Rick Reuschel. Here's a pitch to Reuschel, and that is a 5-3 again against Reuschel is a righty. A 5-3 is a fly ball, left field. A 5 and a 5. I'm sorry. 5 and a 5 is a ground ball, shortstop X. And Harrelson, I believe, is a 2. No, he's a 3E12. And let's see what happens here. A 3E12. We're going to have to roll that D20. All right, let's see what happens. And that is an 8. And an 8 is going to be a check. Where do we say he was? A 12, I believe. And let's look at the 12. And the 12 is going to be a 10, which is a ground ball shortstop. And Harrelson is going to step on the bag at second to retire the side. So it's a fielder's choice. 6, and that retires the side. So Harrelson is the right place at the right time, and he was a 12, just double checking. We move on to the top of the 5th inning, 3-0 Mets. Hey there, everybody. We are in the bottom of the 8th inning. It is 6-2 Mets, 1977. Against the Chicago Cubs, it's Larry Bittner with 2 outs. Pitcher is Bob Apodaca. He relieved John Matlack. Let's roll D20. Nothing there. And here's the pitch. And it's going to be off the batter against a righty. So it's going to be a 3-11. And oh, that's a diamond shot home run, and that's a deep drive off the bat of Bittner. Right field, back goes Kingman, and that ball's out of here. 2-run shot by Larry Bittner makes the score 6-4 now. And that is a 2 and a 3. Number 2 place hitter, number 3 place hitter RBIs. And let's move on. Bobby Mercer's up next with 2 outs. Score is 6-4, New York. And it's a 2 and a 10 off a righty, and that is going to be a fly ball in the corner, and Kingman over and makes the catch to retire the side, but they pick up a couple of runs on 2 hits, and it's 6-4. We go to the top of the 9th. We need a new pitcher for the Cubs here in the top of the 9th. And it's going to be Paul Reuschel. And let's find Paul Reuschel. I guess he'll be in here. Rick Reuschel, his brother, started the game, and Paul Reuschel is coming in to relieve. It's nice to have brothers on the same team, I guess. See what happens in the top of the 9th. It's going to be Mazzilli, Mian, and Milner. Mazzilli is 0 for 2 with a couple of walks and a couple of runs scored. Mian has 3 singles today and 2 RBIs. So let's do this. We're playing Strat Matic. Thanks for the cards, my friend. Appreciate that. A 1-9er against a righty Reuschel. So it's a 1-9, and that, ooh, it's a split 1 or 2-20 single, and it's going to be line base hit for Mazzilli. He's going to try to get that jump. 2-7 and a 10, and we have an 8. Just missed it. So it's going to be Felix Mian, and we're going to bunt him over. Let's see what happens. Mian is a B bunter, and that's an 8 on a B. See what happens. They don't know that he's going to bunt an 8, and batter's thrown out by first baseman. So it's a good bunt. Over to second goes Mazzilli. So the Mets have a run, an additional insurance run here at second base in the top of the 9th inning. Here's the pitch from Reuschel to John Milner. And it's going to be a 3 and 11, and that is going to be a ballpark single, 1-13, and that's a base hit, and that will not score. They're going to hold Mazzilli at third base, a line shot, and it's gotten in quickly, and with runners on first and third, the infield is going to be in for Dave Kingman. All right, that's going to be a 6 off the pitcher's card. Reuschel, a 6 and a 6, and that is, oh, that's going to be trouble. That's a drive off the bat of Kingman, and that is going to be a line shot base hit. That's going to score 1 run, and headed to third is going to be Milner, first and third RBI single for Kingman. It's his first hit of the game. He's 1 for 5 now. And next is Ed Kranepool. 7-4. Mets, again, the infield's in, trying to stop any additional runs from scoring. See what happens. That's a 4. That's going to be off the pitcher against a lefty. A 4-9er, and that is a fly ball center field B, which means, and I'm not a big Strat Matic player, I do play it. It's a fly out runner on third scores. It's going to be deep enough to get a run home. It's going to be a sacrifice fly for Kranepool. And then RBI. That's 2 outs. And here comes John Stearns. We throw that D20 looking for the wild pitch or pass ball. That's a 2 and a 6. And that's going to be ball 4. So Stearns walks. Pushes Kingman to second base, first and second. It is now 8-4 Mets here in the top of the 9th. All right, Roy Stager. And here's the pitch from Reuschel. It's a 2 and a 7, and that's going to be a drive. That's going to split the outfielders and roll to the wall. And 1 run will score. And stopping at third base is going to be John Stearns. So it's an RBI double. And that's going to be it for Reuschel. We're pulling him. And he drove in number 4 there. All right, so Reuschel is going to get pulled. And it's going to be Todd. Let's see if we got Todd. Remember, with Strat Matic, you don't get all the cards, so you got to kind of be slower with the pitching changes, because you're going to run out of pitchers if you just kind of. So let's see if Todd is in here. I think he is in here from the top from memory. Donnie Moore. No, don't think Todd is in here. Not available right now. So let's see. Let me fill this in quickly. It was a single and a sacrifice. Bring in Bruce Sutter here. All right, Sutter's in the game against Harrelson. Here's the pitch. It's the top of the 9th. Mets are up 8-4. And that is a 4. It's off Sutter. A 4 against a lefty because Harrelson is a switch hitter. 4 and a 4, and that's going to be a catcher X. Mitterwald is a 3 catcher. So this is the catcher X chart. And we got a 2, and that's going to be a pass ball. So another run will come in. And then it's going to be a pop-up to the catcher for the 3rd out. All right, let's do this. It's going to be Jerry Morales leading it off here in the... All right, and we're in the bottom of the 9th. Jerry Morales. How did Morales do today? He struck out twice, walked, and singled, so he's 1 for 3. Here's a pitch from Myrick. It's off Myrick. He's a righty, so it's going to be a 4-7, and that's strike 3, and he gets Morales. Steve Onaveras. How did Onaveras do today? He's 0 for 3 and a walk with a couple of strikeouts. Here's the pitch, and he's a switch hitter, so he's batting lefty. It's going to be a 6 and a 7. That's chopped to second base. Mian, not very good. He's a 4. And that's a 14, but I believe he may get to that. And Mian does get to that ball. Over to first in time. 2 outs. So the Mets are 1 out away from victory. And here's George Mitterwald. And that is a 5 and a 4. 5 and a 4. And it's a catcher X. What is Stearns? Stearns is a 3 catcher. So we're going to roll that D20. See what happens. And it's a 13. And it's going to be a little number in front of the plate. Stearns pounces on it, fires to first, in time, ball game over. No runs, no hits to end the ball game. For the Mets in that top of the 9th was 4 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. A walk, a pass ball. And the final score is the Mets 10. The Cubs 4 at Wrigley Field. Actually, the Cubs 5 at Wrigley Field. Just saw that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's about it. Cards and Dice TV, Tony Porter. See you later.